Hello, my name is Michael Mosher. I'm an instructor here at WSU Tech. Today I'm going to be introducing you to Module 5, Goal Setting and Productivity. I really enjoy discussing this module, mostly because I love traveling, and you may wonder what goal setting and traveling have to do with each other. Well, whenever you travel, you need three things. You need to know your destination, you need a map of how to get there, and most importantly, you need to know where your starting point is. Okay, it's the same thing with setting goals. It's the same thing with being productive. You need to know where it is that you're trying to go. You need to know what goal it is that you want to set for yourself. You need a map of how to get there. You need directions. That's goal setting. And the very first thing that you need to start with is, where are you? It takes a little bit of self-reflection. It's not as easy as putting in your address, but I think it's very important. One of the things that we talk about in this module is your morning routine. What does that look like? How could you be utilizing your time better? Are you utilizing your time properly as is? Whether you're doing it well or not, it's important to reflect on it and find out. Okay. So in this module, just like every other module, there will be 3 assignments: a discussion board, an assignment, and a journal. The discussion board takes place over morning routines. Like I said, this is your chance to self-reflect, see how you're utilizing your time, see what you're doing right, see what you're doing wrong. The morning time is some of the most important time when it comes to being productive. Okay, in the morning, that's when most of our creative juices are flowing. I know for people who aren't morning people, it may not seem that way, but once you get out of bed and once you get going, we have a limited amount of creativity, and that's really when it's at its peak. So in the discussion board, there's a few questions. Look over those. Take a minute to really think about how your morning routine stacks up to some of the most, I guess, influential and experienced people. There's some reading to do in there. The second part is an assignment. It's called S.M.A.R.T goals. And S.M.A.R.T stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay? It's not terribly difficult, but this right here is going to be your roadmap. You have your starting point. You know where you're beginning from, and this is going to be the map that kind of lays out the plans to be able to achieve whatever goal it is you're looking for. Whether it's something huge in your professional life or something small in your personal life, it's important to have these things written down so that you can see where it is that you want to go. It's pretty simple. Take a couple minutes on each one to kind of figure out how you think the best way to approach a certain situation is. Everyone's goals are different, so everyone's SMART goal planning and goal setting is going to look different. But take a few minutes, read over SMART goal setting. There's a really cool exercise that I like by a guy, his name is Tim Ferriss. He does fear setting, and the basis of fear setting is, what would my life look like if I did try to do the great things that I want to do? What's holding me back from doing that? Where are my biggest fears coming from? Also, what's the worst thing that could happen? And actually listing out the things that could potentially be hazards, that could be, at least in this example, construction or roadblocks on the way for us to get to our destination. I just think it's an interesting way to kind of put into perspective what it is that we're trying to do with our lives. And then the last thing is a journal entry, and it's 5 reasons goal setting will improve your focus. Basically, it explains there's 5 different reasons they use for how goal setting will improve your focus. Things like goals triggering behavior. If you've ever heard of being in a flow state or being on a roll, goals sustain momentum. Once you start a goal, you pick something small maybe, and you achieve that goal, it gives you the momentum to keep rolling, to stay on the ball, to stay in that flow, and be able to work on larger goals. Once you've accomplished something small, even if it's something as small as, hey, I need to drink at least a bottle of water a day. Start with that. Do that for 3 weeks. Get the ball rolling on something that you've set, and know that you can achieve it. Okay. Like I said, I really enjoy this module. The assignments in it aren't very difficult, but it's amazing how much perspective you can gain just by writing down the little things in life that you want to take care of. And once you get the perspective on the little things, just imagine how awesome it'll be when you have a huge goal, either professionally or personally, that you want to take care of. And you know that you can do the small ones. What's holding you back from doing the large?